everybody. My name is Jess, the Tarottunist, and I have a timeless pick a card just for you. A message that you need to hear the most. So, I have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, Pumpkin with a Newport, 100. Can you see? It's like lit. I tried with the little red marker. Pile number 1, Pumpkin with a Nudie. Pile number 2, Pretzel alarm clock. I got my mind on my carbs and my carbs on my mind. Pile number 2. And lastly, we have pile number 3, a Clover honey bomb. Pile number 3. So, go with your gut. I'll see you there. Toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 1, Pumpkin with the Newport 100. This message is just for you. What is the message that you need to hear the most today? Behind the picture, I felt this is the most Pennsylvania thing I've ever drawn. The Newport 100, tasty cakes, the name Katie. That could resonate. Maybe you have a sweet tooth. Maybe your sweet tooth is really getting to you lately. Also, you could be just craving some tasty cakes. Also, the name Katie could resonate. Pile number 1, this is your message. All signs are welcome. I'm getting really strong Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces. You might be seeing the number 444. I also get that for a lot of you, you guys are really diving deep into your spirituality. So for some of you, that might look like church. For others, that you might just be opening your heart to more ideas, whether it's going back to school, listening to lectures. I keep thinking and seeing videos like on YouTube. So even if you're not physically going somewhere, like maybe you're just watching a lot of self-help videos. But yeah, I'm sensing a lot of spirituality. I'm also getting roses or a rose tattoo. Maybe you're thinking of getting a rose tattoo. Or maybe you're going to be buying yourself some white roses. I also get that for a lot of you, you're attached to either a fire sign or an earth sign. Really strong Sagittarius Capricorn energy. Something to do with the winter. The winter is very significant in this pile. So either something could have taken place this past winter for you, or coming up. Winter is going to be very significant. But I get in general, this is really your winter season, or you're coming out of your winter season. I also get something to do with a wart or a skin tag, even a mole. So you might want to get that checked out, or maybe something's bothering you. As well as peach scents or peach candle. I'm just getting that you recently bought yourself some spa supplies. Excellent. Keep doing it. A fly flew in. I'm sorry. We're going live. Fuck it. Anyways. So, your message that you need to hear the most, besides those little randos. It is a privilege to be able to see the world, to see people as you do. And I get that right now you are alone, or maybe your beliefs have separated you from somebody, particularly 2 people. I get that you are either the baby of the family, perhaps an only child, or just you have separated from people that had a lot of authority. They could have been older. They could have been up to 3 to 5 years older than you. This could even be someone's mother, like an older head figure. I just get that you're diving deeper into your faith, into your spirituality. Also, this is going to sound strange, but your dog has a message for you. I don't know if you've been missing your dog. For some of you, this is going to be a dog that has passed. But your dog, if your dog is here with us, they just miss you. They just miss being around you. I don't know if you've been away from them a lot lately, but they really love spending time with you. as well as your spirit dog. So maybe your passed on family friend is just comforting you. They get that you are feeling very alone and that you just want someone that you can trust. I get that this winter season, the privilege of seeing things the way you do, though you may find yourself alone right now, know that you are so powerful, dude. And the choices you're making are empowering you. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the truth is coming out. The truth is coming to light. Oh, sorry, the camera's shaking. And you're standing up to authority. You're standing up for what you believe in. And like the demon energy around is disability and morality. I get that you are on this alone path because you have deemed how others have treated you, whether it's your family, your friends, or all the above, as immoral. And though you may be alone, you're doing the right thing. And I get that it's totally empowering you, and you are being protected. So pile number 1, what does pile number 1 need to hear? We have the Justice in reverse. So very strong Libra energy. We also have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. So this could be romantic, platonic, but this is very strong platonic family energy. So there has been an injustice in either your friendship circle or with a particular person in your life that you had a deep connection with, like mind, body, soul, you guys just got each other. This can be romantic as well, but what I'm seeing is there has been an injustice and it has caused you to walk away. And I get that you are really questioning things and you're questioning, if you're doing the right thing. And I do get that you did make the right choice. Yeah, the 7 of Swords in reverse. I do get things coming to light. So if it's not going to happen now, it might be happening in the winter months for you. I don't see it happening anytime soon, to be honest. I just get that you keep doing your thing. Just keep going. And I do get within the next, it's either going to be the winter time or the next 4 months, a truth coming to light. And it looks like whoever this person you're disconnected from is going to come forward about the injustice. Like they know that they done fucked up. Whoever this person is in your life. I also get travel. You might be traveling soon. This person was a very critical person. This is a person who imposed their beliefs onto you. Like this really feels like someone's family. This doesn't, like, this really just feels like, oh, like I'm just, this is how it should be. And it's almost like, no, it doesn't have to be this way. And it's not saying, oh, you're right and they're wrong. But it's saying that I'm seeing that you are a more open person, and this person, whoever it is, has no interest in working with you. They just want control. And I see that this person, whoever it is going to either call you, they're going to message you. It's going to be a direct message, and they're going to want to talk to you about the injustice. And we have the Lovers in the upright, as well as the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person, this really feels, this could be a grandmother even. This is somebody, you recently could have watched Game of Thrones or The Crown. I also get something to do with your bone health or spine health. This person, romantic or platonic, has a lot of love for you and vice versa. The disconnection had to happen. This person is going to reach out and they are going to tell you, they're going to admit that they were being too harsh, too critical, too overbearing, whatever the case may be. It's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of love, and I'm seeing that, yes, there is this divine connection, but I'm also seeing that you see them as a person who is very superficial, in the sense like they want the look of success, or they want the checklist of success, but they don't care about the internal success of the family, like what's going on inside the home, like family portrait. Maybe you're going to listen to that song by Pink, In a Family Portrait. So yeah, this is really strong family energy, but there's a lot of love here. How you, oh, well, thank you. Yeah. What I will say is there's two sides to this coin. This person is overly critical, very, I want it to be this way, it has to look nice for the picture. And then there's you, who gets very emotionally lost in this person, like a very codependent relationship. And I'm not trying to call you out, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just saying, like, there's a toxic or codependent, runner chaser. Like, this person says jump, you say how high. And you don't even mean it to be that way, because you do see that everyone has their struggles and their strengths, and you just want to show this person love because you want to be loved. And you're learning, that's why this separation was so critical, because you're learning that you don't have to get lost in this person's toxicity, as well as your own, like, internal, like, toxic love languages. And I get that you are empowering yourself, and you have been empowering yourself, pile number 1. I don't see this being a bad thing, but I will say that when this time comes, make sure that you are grounded and really look at both sides of the coin. But I do see a lot of love, and I do see a lot of positivity coming in with this connection. So that is what you needed to hear. Until next time, toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 2, the Pretzel alarm clock. This message is just for you. The messages that you need to hear the most. So, behind the picture, I felt compelled to write some things. So the flavor grape, maybe you're eating grapes or you're craving grape, but that's significant. The 24th is also a significant date for you, so you might want to put that on your calendar, on your cell phone, just like a little question mark, all-day reminder. That's what I like to do. And then we have the sign Leo, so you could be attached to a Leo, or you yourself could be a Leo. And for a select few, I get a negative test result, but in a positive sense, like getting like a COVID test or a flu test, like just a negative test result. So blood work's going to come back good. Pile number 2, this is your message. I was going to say this is your sign. So for some of you, you might have been like praying for a sign or looking for the signs that the universe sends you. Keep doing it, because the universe responds to what you want and what you're looking for. All signs are welcome. I am getting strong Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, and Capricorn. I'm also getting the month, the season of Mabon, so harvest season. So that would be late August, September, through the beginning of October. That's going to be very significant. And I'm getting it's going to be significant for a union, specifically maybe a twin flame. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic as well. But I just get an opportunity is going to be happening for you with your twin flame or a specific connection. It will come to fruition. I keep wanting to say it will come to fruition. So this is like a very like natural order of things. Like this is going to be like, well, yes, of course we're going to make it official. Or yes, of course we're going to start dating. Or yes, of course we're going to start hanging out again, because it's just, you can't stop a connection like this, is what I'm getting. The number 333 might resonate for you. You might be seeing that. I would definitely recommend looking it up and actually put it in the comments so we can all learn what it means. I love to hear everyone's interpretation. I'm also getting 88%. You also might be seeing the number 88, like in a jersey, but or you just might have an 88% battery. And also something to do specifically with the walk-in cooler. So something might be going on with your fridge, or maybe at work, like you just notice you're going in the freezer a lot. But when I think of the walk-in cooler, it's kind of like my happy place. I know that sounds silly because it's so secluded. I love the white noise of the big fans. And I get that you are kind of going in your happy place right now. Or you're wanting to go in your happy place. You might be jamming out to Beyonce. Immediately I think of Ocean. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. She is a goddess, an African goddess. The color yellow, definitely rock the color yellow or orange. I'm getting that really strongly for this pile. The color of flames. You are really creating yourself, and you got change twice. 2 times. Like, you have to ground yourself, my love. Things, contracts, decisions, they're going to be coming up, and they probably are already coming up for you, and they're coming up fast. Keep yourself protected from burnout. Self-care regimen must be up. Make sure it is up. But I get that through all these moments of change, you're kind of looking for some sense of normalcy or some sense of like, what is always the same, right? Like what's my constant in life? Maybe you're even driving to places or taking walks on trails that you used to when you were a kid, looking out on the train tracks or, I immediately thought of the refineries. So, because, that's everyone's childhood. So do that. Visit the places that mean a lot to you. I'm also getting something to do with checkers or checkered print, even like marble cake. But when it comes to this connection, right? This connection that might present itself in Maybon season, or if it's not going to happen in Maybon season, I would definitely say it's going to be happening like around like Halloween time. Your harvest season. The next 6 months, I would say. This person, like, this is not fast moving, but if you're watching this, oh God, what is today's date? I think today is the 18th of June. Then this is definitely happening in Maybon season. Anyways, you and this person are both self-made. Negative and positive, what I mean by that is you paved the way for all this successful change, right? Like you're on top of it, and you're creative, and you're expressive, and you're open. And I see that this person has also created the reality. And yes, they're self-made, and yes, they may have success, but I'm getting it's a very shallow version of success, or it's a very like tit for tat success. Like it's not a success that's very like, yeah, you can be proud of it, but are you emotionally really proud of it? Like, does that really fulfill you? And I'm getting that you are like breezing on through the death of this, either this connection or this way of thinking. And you are just really embracing change. And that's what you need to know, is that hold on to yourself, ground yourself, and know that all these good, happy things that are coming in for you need a clear mind and with your future self in thought, not you right now, like what's going to make you most popular or successful or most well liked or most like safe feeling. So that's the message. Like the walk-in cooler, I see opportunities are going to present themselves, good and not so good, and the not so good ones are going to feel very comforting. So just, I don't want to say keep your guard up, but keep your guard up. So pile number 2, what is the messages that you need to hear? Pile number 2. This person might feel even comforting. The name Josh, the name Greg, the name Stephen, Paul, Isaac. We have the 4 of Cups and the upright. So I do get that the person you're separated from, and even as you could be experiencing moments of like apathy or just not, I don't think that's you. I really get that you aren't experiencing apathy. You're kind of excited by life, maybe a little intimidated, but excited. And I do get the person that you're detached from. Like I said, this could be a twin flame. They are definitely in moments of apathy. No choice really feels good. Yeah, this is definitely the person you're not connected to. This is a person that you share a lot of love with. They could be up to 7 years older than you. You could have known them for up to 3 to 4 years. Or maybe you've been with them for 7 years. Like I said, this could be romantic or platonic. But I am getting that you might be experiencing some disconnection, like mind, body, soul. Like maybe you feel a little discombobulated. But I really get that this is the person you're attached to. So yeah, this is a person that's very ego driven. They also might have some tendencies of being a little, I don't want to say misogynistic or a misandrist. I hope I'm saying that word right. But this person just definitely has an ego about them that's very entitled, right? Man or woman. And I do get that this person is very apathetic. They're not talking to you. Their choices, they're not really excited by the choices in life. Opposite of you, you are excited about the choices in life. And I see that this person does not have the courage to reach out to you right now. They're one, because they would have to admit some things that they're probably not proud of. And two, this person's ego, this person's ego just stands in the way. That's really what it is. And we have the Queen of Cups in the upright. It's not that they don't love you, pile number 2. That's the thing. Their silence has, like, I'm not saying accept it, and I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying how they see you is like another half. They see you as an emotionally open, loving woman, or man. They really care about you. And they don't tell you this. Their ego stands in the way. But they see all the positive changes happening for you and in your life, and they want to be deeply a part of that, and they're always watching you. That's the thing. Even though they're not talking to you, they're always watching you, so they could be talking about you, thinking about you. But mostly I get that they're checking you out on social media. They also could like The Walking Dead, or maybe they're about to do like a zombie run or something, or they might be a horror fan. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. And so what you're learning, pile number 2, is that in this moment, you're very successful. You're very independent. You're focused on the goal, which is making sure you are fulfilled. And I see, and Spirit, God, the universe wants me to tell you, invest in things that make you happy. And it's not like, oh, just buy yourself treats. But for example, I just bought a tennis racket and little tennis balls, and because I really want to learn how to play tennis. I got it from Five Below, so do things like that, like really invest in yourself in any way that you can. And I do see that success has been, is definitely coming for you. It's already here. I feel like you're comfortable, and just keep making the choices you're making. Ground yourself and prepare to have some fun. I hope that helped. Talk to you later. Toodles. Hello, everybody who chose pile number 3, the Clover Honey Bomb. This message is just for you. You might be seeing the number 1111 or any variation of that number, like 1011. Please put that in the comments, what it means for us. You also might be hearing that Sabrina Carpenter song, or you might be really into that. Please, please, please. Oh. You also might be seeing the number 222, as well as the number 13. But I digress. Let's hop into your messages. All signs are welcome. I'm sensing really strong Virgo, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. Something to do with your pet food. I don't know if you're thinking about switching your pet's food. That's definitely a good idea. Something to do with pet food, or maybe you're thinking of starting a pet food service, like getting Chewy. And something to do with a receipt. So someone might be taking screenshots, or maybe check your receipts for the next week, like when you're getting takeout or anything of that sort. Make sure you're not getting overcharged. Also something to do with boxing. Maybe you're getting into boxing, or you're thinking of starting kickboxing. Something to do with being physical or defensive. Like maybe you want to work out with like a intensity. But pile number 3, let me tell you, what you need to hear is that you have an infestation of haters. So I'm getting that there are multiple people. I get that you're twin flame, and then I'm also getting like other people. So ultimately, though, the haters that you're fighting off, just know that it is jealousy and criticism. Now, this could be internal, right? Like parts of you that are critical and jealous, right? We all have it. We all have those tendencies. And even this could be inside yourself, like inside yourself, like, oh, why do you want to do that? Or why do you like that, you know? But I'm really getting that this is somebody outside of yourself. Pile number 3, you are putting yourself in a position of authority, and it's a good thing. Like, you're putting yourself in a position of setting healthy boundaries, and I see that you're becoming more and more comfortable with it. And you're putting yourself in a position of authority because the system is fucked. Political and not political sense. But I do see that you are becoming very involved in policies. Please, if you're not registered, please register to vote. It's so important. And, you know, I'm definitely one of those people. I used to be like, oh, the government doesn't give us power. Like, you know, I definitely held that belief, you know, like they wouldn't give us real power. And I still somewhat believe it, right? But I still feel like we have to, I don't know, we have to say we tried, right? But I'm not here to sway you to vote anyway. I'm just saying, please, voting's important. So that's all I have to say. But I see that you're really challenging these jealous and critical people. Like, their system's fucked. I see that you're very open, and I see that you kind of were always a people pleaser. You also could have been attached to pile number 1. So go ahead and watch it. What you need to know, pile number 3, is you need to find rest when you can. But not just finding rest like, you know, taking the bra off and like just vegging out. This is making the most of your free time, and not, you know, not just to take a rest with your mind, but take a rest, but also be active. Take a rest, like maybe not in your house, like get out of the house and do an activity or join a group or find some way to I feel like getting out of your house, getting out of your zone. I also get something to do with pearls. You might be decorating with pearls, or you might be thinking of, or looking at a shirt or something to do with pearls, or just an element of class. Like, I get that when I think of pearls, it's always like Breakfast at Tiffany's, you know? So maybe you're watching that movie, or maybe you want to emulate that movie. Or, you know, maybe this is you're really fighting somebody or multiple people, or their systems of what makes a person like sophisticated and what doesn't, you know? Your advice or message is just to observe. Try to make no major choices. And I do see that August or September, I see that somebody is going to be dropping a bomb on you, and I don't see it's going to be like hurtful. But it's interesting because like this is, I don't know if you can tell, but like this card, like it's a guy, or could be girl, doesn't matter. They're courting her, right? Like but there's a pressure, like take a deep breath. And then you have I can't even say that word, but the falcon. But see how she's like, it's both making contact, right? And there's an enlightenment. So you could be attached to a Leo or a Sagittarius, but I'm seeing for you, pile number 3, is that you're bucking the system. You're bucking the haters. You're ignoring any type of gossip. And I see that communication, if it's not going to be August, September, I see within the next, I would say the next 5 months. So it's going to be a while. Like, I don't see anything happening anytime soon. I see that you're creating your own traditions because you don't like the system, and you're realizing that you do have the power and authority to do that for your life, not for anyone else. And I do get that the people, or the multiple people that you're up against, right? Also something to do with Rocky. Maybe you're thinking of traveling to good old brotherly love city of Philadelphia. Take a deep breath and know that the truth will come out, but that you're doing the right thing and you're fighting the right battles, and that a lot of the criticism you're facing is coming from a place of jealousy, that you can be so free. Like, how they have the dare, like they have the audacity to do that. It's like, why not? So pile number 3, what do you want to say? Also something to do with System of a Down. You also could be thinking of getting a feather tattoo or a guinea pig. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Let me get one more card It's always a tricky card for me because I interpret it personally so many different ways. Oh, come on. That's silly. Pile number 3. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Empress energy. What you need to know, pile number 3, I'm not trying to gas you up, but you are in your fertility era. You are in this era of creating beautiful spaces of sensuality, of your own rules. The Empress isn't just this passive energy that doesn't, like, she's the energy of nature. She's growth. You can put for example, you can put a rock on top of a plant and it might not grow straight up, but it's going to find a way to grow around it. You can't stop energy. You can't stop nature. And that's what you are. You are having a major glow up when whoever you distance yourself from, multiple people, just know that it was the right thing to do, because that was your pressure of creating the diamond. You are the diamond. And I do see that you are getting very, I don't want to say impatient, but when it comes to the people that you were surrounded with, you definitely have lost your faith, and you know that it's not fertile soil. You know it's fertile, and you can see that the criticisms, the jealousies, or the viewpoints that whoever you're up against, even internally, it has real no growth. The soil is all rocky. You also might be wanting to plant a garden. Do it. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. Just know that you are creating financial security for yourself. Not just financial security, but real, fruitful, you're I don't want to say you're like a Wendy's, but that's a horrible reference. You're like a Chick-fil-A, okay? You're not going out of business anytime soon, and that's what you're creating. You're creating this empire that will consistently feed you, but not just feed you physically. You worried about feeding your soul first, and as a result, the physical just follows suit, and that's what you're learning. And I think that's what you're seeing with this person, because I feel like whoever you're attached to is also seeing the fruits of their labor, or the fruits, and they don't like it. Maybe their fruit isn't as sweet. Maybe they only have 1 or 2 little fruit plants. Maybe their fruit only looks good in pictures, but it's not delicious, sustainable fruit. And you see that. You also could be traveling to a major city very soon. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, 11-11, 10-11, really significant. Your emotional family right now may be very disrupted. Your emotional connections of unity may not be where you want them to be. But I see that you are fertile, and just know that you have the ability to create joy and beautiful connections, but it might not be with this tribe or this person or whoever. You know what I mean? You'll know. Every situation's different. Just know that you are stable, and that the choices you're making are very good choices for yourself. Just keep breathing through it, and try to, any choices that can be put off, do those. Try to find rest. Rest your mind, but keep your body moving, because you're putting out a lot of energy. Also, anything to do with art would be fantastic. And how do you want to end this, pile number 3? We have the King of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. So is that the Queen? I'm so sorry. That is the Queen of Pentacles. So I just know that, yes, you are going to be creating a sense of security and success for yourself, and the people around you that are attached to you feel safe. I do see a celebration coming in later rather than sooner. And I see that the home is still a little miffed. But just know it's not your job to clean it up, but just know that you can handle this lack of celebration. Prepare for it anyway. It's coming. For some of you, I see it's these people that you separated from But for others, I just see it's a whole new group. But you have the power and the authority to do it, to create the circles that you want. I hope that helped. Until next time, toodles.